What's going on? Back plugged in the game. What your boy the Prophet? Hey yo. So right now, man, we're gonna be breaking down some gameplay. We have a lot of information, so make sure you guys buckle up, stay tuned. If you want to see more content like this, make sure you like, share, subscribe. Profit Impact. And yeah, so let's go ahead and get into it. I also do stream on twitch.tv/dpop24. So let's go ahead and get into it. So the first person we're going to be talking about today is Yoamiya. She is the Pyro Bow user. Mihoyo tweeted this, herself or whatever, that she was coming out, as well as Sayu, but we'll talk about her in just a moment. So looking at Yoamiya, if you guys wanted to see her information, let's start with this. All right, so let me just take that down for a second. All right, so it says fireworks show normal attack will fire 5 consecutive shots with a bow. Charge attack has 2 levels. Charge attack level 1 shoots in the air with flame, dealing pyro damage. Charge attack level 2, a max of 3 flame arrows will be fired depending on the charge duration. These flaming arrows will auto-track nearby enemies and dealing pyro damage. So our plunge is the same. The flame blazing dance lights up strings of fireworks to make flame revolve around Yoamiya. During the blazing dance, Yoamiya's normal attacks will be converted into pyro, dealing pyro damage and increasing the damage of her normal attacks. During the blazing dance, charge attack level 2 will no longer generate the tracking arrow. The blazing dance effect will be removed when Yoamiya is switched away. So, yeah, that's pretty much that. We gotta see, like I said, we do have gameplay, but I want to show you her constellation before you show gameplay. So, these are constellations. So her first one is increase the duration of Ryukin Flare by 4 seconds. So, I'm not sure if that's her elemental burst or skill. Boosting when damaging an enemy defeated under the effect. Yoamiya's own Ryukin Flame or Ryukin Flare. Yoamiya's attack will be increased by 20%. This lasts for 20 seconds. That's pretty broken. That's a good C1. Delivering fire with minions of lanterns. When Yoamiya's pyro damage causes a crit, she will gain an additional 25% pyro bonus damage. In the next 6 seconds, Yoamiya will still gain this effect even if she's off the field. When Yoamiya's own Ryukin Flare causes an explosion, the cooldown duration of Flame Blazing Dance is decreased by 1 second. It's pretty good. Potential flow of the stars. During the Flame Blazing Dance, when Yoamiya uses her normal attacks, there's a 40% possibility that an additional flame arrow will be fired, dealing 50% of the original damage, and this is regarded as normal attack damage. So that's like for scaling and all that good stuff. If you guys want to see this as well, this is her page on Honey Impact. And as you guys can see, she does scale with crit rate. So her ascension will be crit rate. So keep that in mind. And we do have some gameplay. Okay, so it's her Idle 1 animation. Just popping them sprinklers. Her second idle animation, if there is one. Oh, just her walking. Her boots look cool. I like her ribbon. Looks like that Orochimaru type. You feel me? Alright, that's the normal attack. Very, very fast. Okay, nothing really. Alright, we'll just let this play through. So our normal attack string is very, very fast. Very graceful too. Just shooting the normal attacks again. It's going to show us. Okay, so that's a level 2 charge attack. And that will home and track enemies. So you see how there's like 3 little homer, like little seekers there. When she charges it for an increased duration. That's her elemental skill. And then I just showed you that when she pops a skill, she's not really meant to be charge attack spammed, okay? Because the seeker no longer spawns, okay? Let's see. Looks like that's her elemental skill again. It looks like this only lasts like 4 seconds or so. Or it might last because it's still going. Okay, so I'm not. That's her elemental burst. I like that it's just one straight shot instead of like more raining arrows. Like, we don't need no more of those. Okay, this is her damaging an enemy. And you see how well that curved? Like, you see it tracks the enemy. So, that's just pretty dope, man. I think she's going to be a really, really great character. Next, we're going to go ahead and take a look at Sayu. And so, as far as Sayu, she is going to be an Anemo Claymore user. Yeah, I do have some other information too that I want to present to you guys. DENDRO's dead. They're not going to do anything with DENDRO. Yoamiya has been taken out the game. So, running animation. And like when I saw her, I was like, oh yeah, she's gonna be DENDRO because she has a leaf on her head, and you know her little summon totem has a leaf on his head. That's like Lao Lao or Lulu. I would probably say Lao Lao. This does heal you on top of it does single target damage. So it's similar to Bennett's elemental burst where it'll heal you. There's a contingency. It's like if you're over 70% HP, it'll deal damage. Or if you're at 70% HP or over, it'll just deal damage, right? But if you're under 70%, it'll heal you. If you get her C1, which she's a 4-star, then her heal will no longer be HP based, and she'll always damage enemies as well as heal you. So, and notice there's like, yeah, we are under. This is her greatsword, the greatsword that is probably going to be coming out for Inazuma. Notice how short it is. It's very short. So she's above 70% HP, even though you can't tell it. But so it's actually auto attacking. So really good. So it's going to auto attack. It's going to heal at the same time, and she also can do swirl reactions. So obviously, you know, swirl with Electro, Pyro, Cryo. So yeah, so that just showed you the swirl. And yeah, so there's a press and a hold of her skill. And this is her breakdown. So elemental skill, curls in a spinning wheel, Furin, crashing into enemies and dealing animal damage. At the end of the duration, performs a dancing kick which causes animal AoE. So it basically says that you can press it and she'll just roll a short forward and do the dash with the tail hit, and then there's a hold. Continues to forward roll in Furin mode and gains increased resistance to interruption. During this state, Sayu can control her direction of movement, and pressing E again will cause you to return to normal after performing a dancing kick stronger than after press E. Elemental infusion, of course, can last for up to 10 seconds and can only occur once. Elemental burst creates a helper that aids Sayu, deals animal damage to nearby enemies, and heals teammates nearby. The amount of healing scales with Sayu's base attack. Untoppled Lao Lao is summoned. Depending on surroundings, periodically takes one of the following actions. Fall allies have above 70%, it'll attack one enemy, dealing animal damage. If there exists a character with equal or less than 70% HP, the character will be healed. The lowest person in the party will be healed. The amount of heal skills will Sayu's attack. If there are no enemies and all characters are above HP, the characters will be healed still. So her passive, when Sayu's in the team, some wild animals such as crystal flies, like crystal core, will not be alerted. So you'll be able to farm crystal core a lot better with her. When she triggers a swirl reaction, all party members recover 300 HP. And then some scaling with EM. So Malala is summoned by elemental burst, receiving the following traits. When it heals a character other than party members next to the target, receive 20% of the amount of heal. Increase AoE to damage deal. So I'm not going to go over her constellations. You guys can kind of read them. Her first one is very similar to Bennett's constellation. There's no healing restriction on her alt. So that's really, really good. Excuse me. I think she's going to be a very, very solid character. She looks very, very fun to use. Kind of go on some of her nuances. Let's just take a look here. But yeah, overall, she's going to be a very solid character. A 4-star Animo character is going to be pretty solid. She's going to be able to swirl and heal and do damage with that totem. So that's going to be very, very good. Also, a little bit of information here. This will be the Pyro core. So similar to the Electro Hypostasis, he'll have these little smoldering, things, smoldering pieces of him that'll drop until you extinguish all 3. He's going to refill. So exactly the same as Electro Hypostasis. And there's one last thing I want to share with you guys. It's actually a lot of things, but yeah. So okay, wait, hold on, wait. So let me just. All right, so yeah, the story stuff is out of here. So Ayaka, Kokomi, Scaramouche, Yoamiya, Goro, and Shogun will all be 5-star. Toma, Sayu, Ye, Sarah will be 4 stars, but there are 2 more yet to be released. Goro and Ayaka will be permanent 5 stars. Goro is the Geo Bow user. First act of Inazuma will be released next month. Alright, now this is the thing. This is the thing. Yao Yao has been deleted from the game along with the entire element of Dendro. There's no plans to reintroduce them. Yao Yao's done. Dendro's done. Completely shelved for now. Will not. I won't source, where this where this information has come from. But if you believe it, you do. If you don't, you don't. Otherwise, we'll see what's going on. But if you guys enjoyed this video, if you guys enjoyed this information roundup, make sure you like, share, subscribe. Make sure to turn on the post notifications. Until next time, I do love y'all. Make sure you let me know what your plans for the next summons. Are you saving? Are you skipping? Now that we know Ayaka will be added to the premium banner, are you still going to be going deep for her? All right, make sure you think about stuff like that. Until next time, Private Nation, do love y'all. I'm out.